Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love and the journey of ascension. I felt drawn to come on and do a few short stories. That's what was coming through. So we're going to have a few short stories. I've chosen 3 decks of cards. We're going to use the tarot mixture, the energy oracle cards, and the oracle of shadows and lights. Okay. Right, let me give these cards a shuffle. Let's see who's around and about and wants to join us for today's live. I was going to say this evening's live, but it might not be evening where you are. Okay. A few short stories it is. I hope you've all had a lovely Thursday. I've had a very restful day. Something bizarre did happen to me this morning though. As I was out and about, early morning, I was thinking about something and I found it quite upsetting, the energy. And I started to get tearful. And as I was walking down the street, I am not kidding you, a bird flew under my chin. Its wings flapped against my coat, and I lifted my chin and I was like, "Hey, Mr. Birdie." And then it wasn't until I got home I realised the bird was trying to tell me to keep my chin up. Anyway, I've never had a bird that close. Bats, yes. In one of the houses I used to live in, we used to have bats that would fly around our back garden at night. And you can sit on a chair out there and you could feel the wind, the air between your face and their wings. Yeah. Okay, right. So let's have a few short stories. There's one for you. A little birdie told me this morning to keep my chin up. It was very close. It flew out between the houses, directly under my chin. Okay, so this is a domesticated masculine. He has a tea towel on his head and he's got a good head for money and his feet are firmly stuck in the ground, unbudgeable, and he's got this coin on his lap. But where's his home? Because it feels like he's in between. It's like, oh, okay, a tale of 2 cities. The city from where he was born and raised, and the city where he resides. But where is his loyalties? Is he being loyal to himself or to his heritage? This is interesting. Okay, let's have a look at the energy cards. Let's give them a shuffle. We'll get an energy card and then we'll read the meaning of the 4 of coins. We have action. So the white horse is like the yang energy, the masculine energy, and then the black horse is like the yin energy, the feminine's energy. Action. Card number 17. Let's read the 4 of Pentacles first. Or the 4 of Discs. as it is named in this book. A haughty ruler sits in majesty before the city he has built to feed his pride. He takes pleasure only from the trappings of wealth. Money is his foundation and his primary motivation. Everything he undertakes is done with one eye on the ultimate profit. But has he? Doesn't say has he. It says but he has sacrificed some of his humanity in the pursuit of gold. Materialism has closed off a place in his heart that should care about the suffering of others. Without that, nothing will ever truly satisfy him. Key ideas: attachment to material possessions, greed, fear of loss, and miserliness. Okay, action. 17. Energizing effort and willingness to work. This card tells you that now is the time for more aggressive forward movement. The galloping horses represent intentional and concerted action directed to your goals. This card upright indicates that you are on the right track, but your determined efforts must increase. The white horse is inner action of spirit and thought. The black is the outer work that still needs to be done. So continue taking action and trust your intuition. In time, you'll break through and see the results you've been working so hard to create. They're so interesting because it's like contradictory to what I said. The white horse is inner action of spirit and thought, and that's normally the black horse, the yin energy. And then the black is the outer work that still needs to be done, which would be the masculine's energy. Okay, let's go to the Oracle of Shadows and Light. I feel like the time is right. Come on down. The time is right. Not the price is right. The time is right. The time is right to open your heart. Okay, Poe. It's time for change, to learn something new, to use technology and gadgets with wisdom. Card number 7. Should we have some coffee? Let me have a cough first. Cheers. Cheers. Wow, that's a lot of dribbles down my Divine Feminine mug there. Okay, about Poe. This lovely maiden named Poe after the famously mournful Gothic writer Edgar Allan Poe is working with the constant of change. She is watching technology's advances and assessing them, good and bad, shadows and light. And so too you must decide what changes you will make to keep up with the shifts, not only in energy, but in technologies that are available to you. And somehow you will know exactly when it is the right time to take your use up a level and use technology so it helps you and keeps you connected and strong. The technologies you embrace can be used for good and can be used to effectively let people know what you can bring to the world. Poe speaks. TikTok, times are a-changing. And we all know that, don't we guys, that times are a-changing. and I know you too. Okay, add a Q&A sticker. Favourite road trip snack? Crisps, peanuts, sweets, chocolates. Yeah. So TikTok, times are a-changing, and I know you too will change with the times and yet remain entirely yourself. You will be at once of the ancient past and of the new world that is coming swift as the train that steamed toward me, making me gasp in wonder. Hear the train outside. Plan carefully, knowing that when you choose to make use of the new technologies, it will be fearlessly, gracefully, and with integrity. All that changes can be put to wholesome good and sacred use. The destructive capability of industrialization and pollution and mechanism is one you understand too well. But you also know that some of the changes to choose from can be used for good, not evil. It is time for you to discerningly embrace the technologies that will allow you to realize your dreams. Okay, the divination message. We are moving from an industrial world to a post-industrial world where the nature of time, the way in which we interact with nature, and the way we live with the technology we have created will shape us all. So today, think of what your relationship with technology is. Is it sacred? Are there sacred purposes to which this new tool can be put? If you feel intimidated by technology, choose one area about which you would like to learn. You may wish to be more disciplined about your time spent online, and you may notice you have a talent for technology, for developing communication tools that link people and help us all develop communities for the highest good of all. You may soon become very adept at setting up websites, or find you love dabbling in web design, writing software, creating digital art, or posting movies you've made. You may wish to upload performances on the internet to introduce a wider audience to your skills and talents. And you may also notice how people today have come to use the internet as a weapon to bully and harm others, and to choose never to use technology in this way. You may have a gift for concept development and have brilliant ideas for new technologies for the future. Whatever it is the right time to truly work with technology in ways that will assist not only you, but many other beings too. And you know, all that's coming through is just how AI is trying to dominate the world. And a lot of these positions can be taken over by AI. Web design, writing software, creating digital art, or posting movies, uploading performances on the internet. But I feel the message is, because keep your chin up. Who says that AI is going to be taken over? And it all comes crumbling down. There was a word that really stood out there, and it was about using your own discernment. Rather than allowing, a robot technology to tell you what to do. Concerning. All adding onto that Well, all adding seconds onto the clock, isn't it? But we have to keep our chin up. Hey, Moon Cookie. Go to the channel of love. Cheers, Lucy. So happy to catch this live listening while I work. I love your words, Moon Cookie. No mistakes. Cheers, my darling. Have to keep our chin up, Moon Cookie, through these times. Okay. This energy here of the masculine's not budging. Okay, well, that's fine. The feminine here is capable of holding the frequency of the feminine and masculine. Hey, Sherry. I hope you're doing well, darling. Okay, we're doing a series of short stories today. Shall we see what the next one is? Oh, I'm singing Madness. It must be love, love, love. Down. That's what we are putting out into the world, yeah? It must be love. Nothing more, nothing less. Love is the best. If we want to turn that clock back, okay. And if we know that there's a lot of energy out there that focuses on doom and gloom, which adds to the pressure. And we have all sorts going on out there that is threatening our existence, including AI, including the frequency of the masculines. It's affecting. So, okay, Divine Feminines. You've got this. Okay, you can raise the frequency individually. We can raise it individually as a collective. Okay, it must be love, 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 nothing more, nothing less. Love is the best. I had a bird fly under my chin this morning, come out between the houses, and I was really upset. I was thinking about the clock and doomsday, and it's like, geez, it's like, do we have to? Actually, I think, well, I know what I was thinking when the bird went through, because I had some like tears coming down my face, and it was like, do the masculines seriously have to be like shaken awake? And as I said that, this bird went whoosh in front of me. I felt its wings against the chest, my chest of my jacket, and I lifted my chin up, and I was like, whoa, hello, Mr. Birdie. Geez, that was close. And then it was like, what does that mean? And it was like, not to think that way. And it was like, keep your chin up. When I got home, it's like, I get the message. Keep your chin up. We are quite capable of the highest frequency out there is love. But the blend of love, sex, and romance is the blend of the divine masculine, divine feminine, when they are unified. You can reach that level individually by tapping into your opposite energy. It must be love that we are projecting. Okay. And let's turn back the clock. Oh, yeah. Sherry, thanks, Lucy. It's been a tough week with the storm. It's been a tough week, and I'm not talking about weather conditions. It's felt very stormy also in the energy. But you've actually had the physical storm, haven't you? I only have a few minutes. The sun is out, and I want to get out and try to clear more of the ice and snow. That was like yesterday's energy. It was a beautiful day after heavy energy, stormy energy. Okay. Right, so let's move on. If I could turn back time, if I could find a way. Right, but that's moving on. but not quite knowing where you're going to. And then we have distributing fairly. Then we have 2 more cards here. We have the Devil and the Tower. Wow. And what do we make of that? That takes me to, like, ignorance is bliss, not knowing where you're going, but trusting that this is a physical balancing out here, but trusting that things will balance out, like, in the end. But then we have the Devil. Okay, that's interesting. This figure here is leaving turbulent times and is trusting that in the end things will balance out, whether that's financially. It might be a bit tough at the moment, but it won't always be that way. Not knowing where you're going to, but you know that it's going to be, I want to say plain sailing, which it will be, but first, after this, you get through this and then you have to go through this, which is the Lovers here, and we have the Devil. And then we have the Tower. It's like getting out of one situation and then having to go through another. When things are just, I found this recently in my life, is that I was starting to proclaim how nice and settled things were, and then that didn't last for long. It's like, oh, okay, what I was absolutely loving is now going to be shifted around a bit, and I'm just going to, well, learn how to love that as well. So it's not an issue. It's just, oh, well, it was nice whilst it lasted, but I'm going to make what's coming nice as well, if that makes sense. Like, you just kind of calm down, you come out of a turbulent time, you find your balance, and then it's like, okay, let's not get too settled in our comfort zone. It takes me to the poem, was it of the Cosmic Heart yesterday, and it said about lovers, like, I don't want to say like craving, but they grow when they're out of their comfort zone. So we're going to look at the first top 2 cards. The 6 of Swords and the 6 of Pentacles. So we got 6, 6. The 666 will be, some would say, the number of the Devil. It's love, love, love. It must be love, love, love. The number of love. All the 6s, 66. Clickety click. Everything just clicks into place. Well, let's have a look at Sherry's comment first. Yes, it's been extremely cold, but the sun has been coming out here and there. Oh, that's nice. A glimpse of the sun. Okay, so we have the 2nd chakra, Archangel Ariel, card number 36. It's in reverse. We shall read the 6 of Swords first. A ferryman transports a traveller across a choppy water towards a farther shore. The traveller takes no active role in this journey. He sits within a shelter of swords, removed from the world, wounded and withdrawn. When he gets to the other side, he will take up his life's path again. For now, he gathers his strength and allows healing of body and spirit to do their work. The key idea is letting others carry you for a time. Passive acceptance of help and recovery is off to Avalon. Okay. Well, let's have a look at the 2nd chakra in reverse. Card number 36. intimacy and creativity. So when this card is reversed, interestingly, it's card number 115. So the 15 there takes me to the devil. 15, 16. So everything's in order. I mean, this is divine order. When this card is reversed, you may find that your creativity is being blocked. If this is the case, you might need to take more risks and open up to new and different ideas. Hi, Mariana. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing well. So go inward and find the feelings that may be causing this blockage. Call upon Ariel to help you release old fears and self-limitations. Affirm that you are open to Spirit's love and creative inspiration. This card reverse can also signal problems with intimacy of all kinds and issues of sexual intimacy in particular. Visualize Ariel spinning a beautiful light in your second chakra, calming and healing the energy there. Know that real closeness can be both safe and comfortable for you, and that you deserve a depth of sharing in your relationships. Okay, so it does feel, I feel the energy here of vulnerability, scared of opening up. Okay. Well, the affirmation is my second chakra is open to its perfect, healthy state. I am creative and self-nurturing, more and more comfortable with the gentle waves of intimacy coming my way. And so it's 116, which is the Tower card here, 16. The gentle waves of intimacy coming my way. What are the leaves that you have by your candle? Well, they've come off of a bouquet of flowers. And we had the tiny little ones, but then there was 2 more this morning. And arguing next door. Should we send them some loving, peaceful vibes? That's what the leaves are about. It's like they grew up. Look. They gave birth to babies. Okay. So shall we have a look at the 6 of Pentacles next? I'm not sure why we're singing It Will Be Lonely This Christmas when we're still in January. So a wealthy merchant freely distributes largesse to the beggars outside his gates. I feel the energy of pay them off. He knows that his generosity will return to him, perhaps in unexpected ways. He could have shut himself behind the walls and ignored their plight, but an act of charity is its own reward. The humility of the people in need reminds him to be gentle with those less fortunate and to be grateful for his own abundance. It is a blessing to receive help, but the greater blessing is to give it. Key idea is generosity, true charity, philanthropy, prosperity beyond worldly possessions. So that's quite different to the 4 of Pentacles in the previous story. Let's go to the Devil energy, and then we'll pull another energy card. So here we have it. Here we have the Devil card. The Devil assumes a pleasing shape to beguile the vulnerable, to give in to her temptations. She entices the weak to chase temporal goals of wealth, lust, domination, and her crooning, dulcet words assure her victims that more lofty pursuits are foolish. Why strive for goodness and kindness in a world that rewards neither? well, we can answer that now, can't we? Why we should strive for goodness and kindness in a world that rewards neither, because the clock is fucking ticking. And the devil is so gonna wanna sit on your shoulder and fuck with you. And this news is just putting more fear out there. So keep your chin up, okay? So why strive for goodness and kindness in a world that rewards neither? The immediate pleasures are all that matter. The beauty of the devil beckons and enchants, but look closer. She wears the ram's horns that ruthlessly batter, the peacock fan of empty pride, the bat wings of the darkest netherworld. Consider carefully the things that tempt you. Tear yourself free of addictions, manipulations, and emotional bondage. Follow only those passions that lead toward the light. Nice. I thought maybe they were bay leaves. No. They can be bay leaves if you want them to be bay leaves. It's like it's like the leaves are saying to you, I can be whatever you want me to be, baby. Okay. The key ideas from the devil card: the allure of darkness, addiction, cynicism, separation from spirit, and facing your demons. Okay. Right, let's go to the energy cards and have a look. What you doing? Or where you at? Oh, you got plans? Don't say that. Shut your trap. I'm sipping wine in a robe. I look too good to be alone. Okay, we've got contract here. Who made a deal with the devil? And how are you going to get out of it? You can just say to the devil, I'm not doing this anymore. I changed my mind. Okay, card number 6. So now we have 666 on the table. Yeah, well, I have that tattooed on my shoulder, but it doesn't make me the devil. It makes me a rebellious fallen angel that tempts all humans to sin against the devil. Rebel against the system, I'm telling you. A rebel with a cause. Okay. Card number 6. Can you hear the sirens? Partnership, legal commitment. This card shows a contract in the background, ready to be signed, indicating a committed connection of some sort. This union may be a business deal, the sale of a home, a new job, or even a commitment in marriage. So you can see here we have the Lovers. It made Mo money. That's an old movie. Okay, Mo money. It made no mention of the Lovers when I was reading the description. Of course, the devil's not going to mention love, is it? Just going to focus on fear and doom and gloom. Not having anything to do with that nonsense. It doesn't make sense. Okay. Whatever the connection, this card is more than a casual agreement. It's usually something that requires a document that's binding, at least for the time being. The scales of justice also indicate that if a legal action is underway, it is likely to turn out in your favour. Yeah, take that, devil. Okay. This card shines a light on potential new opportunities, so remain aware and receptive to what may be coming your way. And I don't feel you have to wait until Christmas or after Christmas. You're not going to be lonely this Christmas. There's healing to do, but you're not going to feel lonely anymore. Okay, let's look at the Tower then. Coffee? Coffee, of course. Cheers, cheers. It's coming through. I was going to say pardon me for coughing, and it was like, just say that to the devil. I wish to be pardoned. It's easy as that. That's all you have to say to the devil. Pardon me, please. Okay, the Tower. A blast from the heavens destroys a tower that seemed unconquerable, and those who dwelled within its walls fall from the heights. The tower, the what? The tower. The tower was built with such a forbidding design that it not only protected its inhabitants, it effectively imprisoned them in their own creation. The tower now stands open to the elements, its magnificent gilded dome blown away. Worldly wealth and the illusion of security matter little to the soul, which demands liberation. If you do not seek freedom on your own, the universe may give it to you in unexpected ways. Nothing can prepare you for the shock of the blasted tower, but if you freely move beyond your small enclosure, you can avoid being thrown from it against your will. Key ideas: sudden change, utter transformation, destruction that leads to creation, shock, awakening. It's taken to the energy of the masculines being like shaken awake. It's like ask and it is given. It's like, seriously, that was what went through my mind when the bird went underneath. It was like, okay, so with the combination of the feminine and masculine energy, we know that that's the most potent energy to put out there to nullify fear, and not a masculine's in sight. But they are in the senses. Okay. I don't know the words to this song. You can do it, put your back into it. I can do it, put your back into it. Let's go to the Oracle of Shadows and Lights. Okay, Fairy of the Green World. The natural world needs you. It sure does. Sherry, got to get out and get to work. Thank you, Lucy. Speak soon. I'll speak to you soon, Sherry. If I don't speak to you before, I'll speak to you on Sunday. Have a nice day, darling. Enjoy the sunshine. Okay, card number 44. The natural world needs you. What are the messages that we've been picking up on? Find an old tree, connect with nature, meditate outside. Messages are trying to reach you from the other side. Dream visits. And then for the Lightworkers meeting, you've got to mind your thoughts. Think positive. I've added in keep your chin up. Okay? It must be love, love, love. Nothing more, nothing less. Love is the best. Card number 44. Sherry, thank you. I'll be around. Call whenever you want. I will, darling. Okay. Fairy of the Green World. And then the next card, the last card, is Fairy. Oh, it doesn't say that. It says Witch at the end of the world. About the fairy of the green world, this little green fairy signifies and embodies, whoa, this little green fairy signifies and embodies the life force of the green world. She is seen tending to plants that are drooping, too moist or too dry. She is like a nurse or healer, assigned to the plant realm, great forests and small personal gardens alike. She is joyful every time someone gives energy to this realm. Every little bit helps nurture the plants, which are very tired. Fewer and fewer plants and trees and forests are expected to provide more and more life-giving oxygen for animals, elements, and we humans. Sometimes she becomes overwhelmed with all we humans have done to the green world. So she may be about to ask for your help. When you give her your help, blessings are returned to you threefold. The fairy of the green world speaks. The green world is changing, and I'm asking for your help. The world needs you to tend the green things in it in some way right now, and it is your time to make a contribution. Time to plant a garden, assist another with theirs, or share some food, flowers, or herbs from your own. Develop your connection to solar energy. Find your own water source and depend less on supermarkets, ATMs, and electricity. Learn to live with her, the soul of the green world. By providing the world with this beautiful example, you are nourishing and nurturing our mother, the earth, who feels so tired some days. Find a forest or a grove of trees or a fairy ring of mushrooms, somewhere that speaks to your soul, and sit with her a while. When she breathes her messages through the leaves and whispers the words of wisdom into your ears, you will know the right place and time to devote this sacred donation of time and energy. I thank you in advance. The fairies will be sure to help you in return. Okay, the divination message. Take time to grow plants or tend a vegetable patch or an herb garden. Look into contributing some money or time or devotion to a cause for the green world, the natural forests and the wide green spaces of the planet need your healing, kind and tending hand and heart now. Your influence will have great power. Make a donation to our Wildlife Foundation for the green world. Look into establishing a grove or visiting a forest and offer your energetic support and prayers for a world where green spaces thrive and where the wild creatures of the green woods continue to live in their own environment. See and visualize a world where green things grow, and the fairy of the green world will know that nature is safe, while there are ones such as you in the world. It is a time for growth, for abundance, for the earth element to find its way, true and strong, in your beautiful life. Eat organic food, go raw, detox, find a water source and cleanse it. Be more self-sustaining and step away from the unnatural system and join with the natural energies of the planet and the galaxy. That is just such a beautiful message. And there was me this morning quite upset and not knowing, 4444 is on the timer, not knowing how to get through this message of Mother Earth needs your help. See and visualize a world where green things grow, and the fairy of the green world will know that nature is safe, while there are ones such as you in this world. let's leave this beautiful message here. I will talk to you guys soon. Keep your chin up. Okay. Cheers. Cheers. Take care. Much love. It must be love. Bye for now.